Hey y'all, it's Britt. So this is the beginning of my Valloween series. I know Valentine's is long over, but I've had a lot of medical problems and things like that, so I'm just getting to finishing up these projects, working on these projects, blah blah blah. So this is, I'm going to show you how to make an embellishment book. I will be making, so I'm just going to show you how, like, what the measurements are, and cover it with paper with you, and then I'll be making another one, and once they're both decorated and stuff, I'll share them on a video. But yeah, so this is the most basic way to make an embellishment book, especially if you're making a lot of them in a small period of time. So I have, this is Love Nicole acid and lining free. I don't know what that is. This is from AC Moore. Super heavyweight cardstock. I don't even know. This might be like this is like almost like thin chipboard. So that's what I use as my base. So this was 2 sheets of 8.5 by 11. That's what it's sold in. So like this is really heavyweight. It doesn't say what weight it is, but it's thick. So let me go over measurements. So you need 2 pieces, which is 2 sheets of the 8.5 by 11. So the first piece is the full 11 inches. So the full sheet. So this is the biggest I could go. This is the biggest album I could go with using an 8.5 by 11. Now if you have a 12, if you find this kind of cardstock in a 12 by 12, you might be able to make it maybe a half, an inch longer and extend your measurements. But this is basically, so this makes a 4.5 by 6.5 book. So that's what, when it's folded, it makes a 4.5 by 6.5 by 2 inches. So when you do this, you're gonna score, obviously you're gonna score at 4.5, and then you're gonna score over 2 inches. Now this piece, because now I want half inch page gaps, so it's half an inch, so it's nice, and so I have plenty of room if I have, plenty of room if I have bulky embellishments, so it allows that half an inch, and then the center is an inch because, a page, so half an inch and half an inch, and then half an inch. So this piece, again, is the 6.5, so it's 6.5. You're going to score it at 4.5, and then the center is just, you're going to score at an inch. And now the length of this one is 10 inches. You're going to cut it an inch short because you're losing this half an inch and this half an inch in the book. Sorry if that's hard to see. I know it's hard to see black on black. So, yeah, so one piece is going to be 6.5 by 11, score 4.5, and then score over 2 inches. The next piece is going to be 6.5 by 10, and you're going to score 4.5, and then an inch over. So, that's the basic thing with that. So, now I cut out my papers, and I stitched them already. So, I'm not sure exactly what I stitched, cut. Now these I have in order, the order I want them to go in the book. So, the paper I cut to 4.25 by 6.25, so I would have a 1/4 inch, like a 1/4 inch frame around it. So we're gonna just cover it with paper first. So we're gonna start with the front and back cover, I did not cut a piece for here yet. I forgot to do that. I cut one for the inside, but I forgot to cut one for here, which is fine. I can always go back and stitch a piece to go here. It's like super hard to see this black on stock. I apologize. Or maybe it's just how I see it in the camera. So now my cover, this is going to be the background. And then I have this piece which is going to be layered on top. But dimensional, so that's just going to be put to the side. So I'm just going to glue down my pages, and I use fabric tack to glue down like you know, like my papers and my pages for like albums and well, depending on what kind of album, but like for this, especially because of the stitching, I like to make sure that I use fabric tack because it seals the stitches. And yeah, and then you're just going to line it up, and I'm going to glue it down just like that. And then this is the back cover, and as you can see, this is from Paper Cakes, from the Spooky Pastel collection. There's a few, maybe one or two from October Nights, I think, in here. But I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that there's a few sheets, like black and white sheets from that collection. Okay, so there's my front and back cover. Make sure it's all glued down. And then I have to, I'll cut a piece for here. Now, I have to do this in order, so this is what I want my first page to be. So, because I figured, like, I picked out what pages I want facing each other, like what patterns and things. So this is gonna go on the front and back. Well, not front and back. I meant this is going to be on the front page. And we got some leftover glue, so just rub it off. So just like that. And then I'm going to put my centerpiece, which I did cut one. That's going to go right in here. Sorry if you hear footsteps. My mom is walking around upstairs, probably making coffee. Okay, now we're going to go to this one because the next page is here. So, which is going to be this pattern. Now you can put this together and then put the paper on, but the reason I didn't put it together yet and I'm putting the paper on first is because I have that paper I wanted in the center sections, because I didn't want it to be just black. I wanted there to be pattern paper there. And oops, oh my god, the glue is like exploding. The glue is exploding out. Okay, so there's the corresponding page to the front. Then we have the inside, and I know it's probably kind of boring watching me just glue, but I just wanted to share how I make these smaller quick embellishment books. Like if you want to make just something quick, not one of the really super like detailed like mini album kind of embellishment books, this is like a really easy way to, you know, make something pretty, have a pretty display for some embellishments you're sending. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And I love it. And then this is gonna go in the center here. Ah! Everything on camera never is cooperative, and this glue is like floating out. Because you have to put a lot on it so it... But you don't want the pages ending up sticking together. So, gotta be careful. And then the next page, and then the next page, and the next page. But basically I just wanted to show you how then I attach the two pages together, which is super simple. I just use score tape, but now if you didn't want an edge on here, you don't have to have an edge. You can cut it to the full 4.5 by 6.5. But I thought it looked nice with that, with the black edge. See how nice that's coming out now? And then I have this back page, which has, see, like this is from October Nights. And so was that, I believe that black and white bat one might have been. I might be wrong, because I mix these collections all the time, and once I print them out, I don't really remember what's what. Besides, like, I know, like, the orange pattern, orange and black is October Night, and I know that's not Spooky Pastel, so. Okay. So that's on there. Why is it like, weird. Okay, and then the last page, which is this cute scallop one, and I'm just gonna glue that on. And I'll have some embellishment tutorials, and then I'll have overview projects in this series, so like you'll see me with the 2 embellishment books I make. You'll see them finished and, you know, like filled. And, you know, my other projects I've already done that didn't have a tutorial to them. And then there's certain little, like little embellishment ideas I have. So, I'll definitely share those. Probably a process video when I'm making them. And yeah, so I'll talk to y'all. Oh no, wait, I'm not done. Look at me rambling, like being stupid. Okay, now what I do is I go to this back piece here, this little spine, and I grab my tape, which should be on a ring. Let's see. Let's use the 3/8 because that will be easier too. Because it's 1 inch, right? Should I just do 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch? I don't know. Alright. So then I take some score tape and I just put the score tape, make sure it's, ooh, grab my background, just like that. Super fun. Dun 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 dun. And then I make sure that's secure, and then I peel that off. And now this is the tricky part. I mean, I normally just eyeball it, but you want it in the center. So you have that 1/2 inch. And you gotta make sure that you're doing it straight. It doesn't seem like half. This is the hard part, because normally I don't measure. Alright, that looks pretty good. Alright. And then you push down. And there's your embellishment book. So, doesn't look like much, but it gives, once it's full, I'll have to cut a piece for here because I totally forgot about that. But see how that like looks nice? Like it's better than having just like black there. So that's why I did it. Same thing here. And yeah, so this will be super cute. I'm so excited. But that's like a quick way to make like a little embellishment book to put goodies in. I believe on like the front and back, I had the idea to take some acetate and make a little pocket, like an acetate pocket, but I'm not 100% sure yet what I'm gonna do. I thought about it, but it depends on which what embellishments I'm putting in here. Because I'm not decorating this at all. Like, each page is gonna have embellishments that they can use. And then the thing that I like doing with these is once they take the embellishments out, they can decorate this and make it a mini album. So once they take out the embellishments or use up all the embellishments, they can then decorate this for themselves and make like a little mini album. So that's what I like about this. So yeah, so let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye guys.